What up, what up? Whoop, whoop. I'm posting this on the same day as my other video, so my enthusiasm remains somewhat lacking. So this was today's training, belt squats for sets of 10 with 150 on the machine. Not very heavy, but you can see what I'm doing here is trying to kind of sit in the bottom half in the hole. Sit and stretch is what I call it. I'll put that as SITS in my notes on the program. And I'm just trying to get in there, stay down there, and make it feel harder than it probably would be. Because like this is not a lot of weight, and I can knock this out on the belt squat if I'm just doing it, going up and down. But I'm trying to kind of just milk it out there at the bottom, work on getting in that stretch position, and hopefully this will translate into some gains. And even if it doesn't, I enjoy it. It's a little challenging. It's definitely harder than just jumping on there. I like the depth, which is always fun. I'm trying to always make sure that I'm keeping myself honest, even on the belt squat. I don't know. I'm sort of trying to think about whether or not I feel like putting the bumpers under my feet helps me at all. I feel like it kind of does, but maybe I'm just fooling myself because I see people who can get really nice depth on this machine and they don't need to use the bumpers. But I think they're also taller than I am. Maybe that has something to do with it. I'm going to keep doing it just because I'm used to it at this point. This was the last set. I did 4 sets of 10 of these, which was what was prescribed. Even though it did feel kind of rough to do 10 reps, I almost felt like I could have done a couple of more. But the program only called for 10, so that's where we stayed. They're not pleasant. But if you have the ability to do these on a belt squat, I highly recommend them. They're a nice way to ask yourself, what the fuck am I doing? Why do I do this? This is my new lift-off approach for the seated OHP. Coming out over the top and scoop that bitch out of the J-cups. So this was 70 pounds for 8. I did 70 for 6 last week. So these look really good. I'm excited about that. So a little bit of progress with seated overhead press. Nice and strong. Nothing really to say about them. OHP, I'll keep doing it because I feel like it's a good movement. And look at that, some fat back, some middle-aged fat back. I wanted to see what the stretch looks like on these when I do them. And if I could, see any of the pull on my lats, because you can sure feel them when you're doing these. Like, I really do love the stretch that I get from doing these. I get like a real pump after them. Like this is probably one of the few exercises I do where I legitimately feel a lat pump. It's crazy. You're like, holy shit! Like this actually feels like I'm doing something. It's nice. So I'm gonna keep doing these because I like using the rope, even though I have tried using other attachments like the straight bar, which it's all right. I like the rope. But I'm not always going to take my shirt off because I have too much respect for people and I'm not trying to empty out the gym. But yeah, it was a decent training day. All in all, not too much to say about it. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop talking now and just finish the video. Thanks a lot for watching.